right, there we go. Hello! What is up, fellow geeks? Super Geek Girl here. Coming to you live, as always, from our little studio SGG here in the heart of Studiopolis Zone. Hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. Hello, Sleepy. Hello, Legit. Hello, Stumpy. And hello, Zach. Welcome, welcome, guys. I hope you guys have been having a nice weekend. Yes, Detective SGG in the house because it is Gay Lawyer Sunday, baby. We are back at it for the final case of Ace Attorney Investigations. But not the final case of the collections. This is just going to be the last case for the first game. After which we are going to start up the second game, Prosecutor's Gambit. That's the one I've been waiting for. And I'm super pumped about it. But we got to get through this first. So, and we're absolutely not going to finish the last case today. Apparently, it takes a couple of It's longer than all the other cases, so it's going to take at least 2, possibly 3 streams. My plan is to get this last case done before we break for Thanksgiving, and then we start up game number 2 in December. Yes, this is the one that never released in the U.S. Prosecutor's Gambit is what we'll be starting up next after we complete this case. But more on that later. I saw that y'all were talking about Lackadaisy earlier in the chat. Legit, you finally saw it for the first time. I am so glad that you liked it, dude. Dude, I was not expecting it to be anywhere near as good as it was. Like, that is probably still to this date one of the best indie animations that I have seen on YouTube in a long while. I absolutely adored it. I am very much looking forward to when the next installment comes out. And yes, a lot of Crunchyroll VAs also popped up in Lackadaisy. In fact, I was talking with Belle, who is the voice of oh no, it's been so long since I've seen it. The orange cat. The orange cat who had a hair trigger temper. I can't remember his name. It's been way too long since I've seen it, but yes, I was actually Freckle. Thank you, Freckle. I was speaking with Freckles VA just the other day while we were both hanging out at Crunchyroll. Doing that whole networking thing. And yeah, no, he was really, really pleased at the response that Lackadaisy got and how completely passionate everybody was working on the project, from the VAs to the animators to the wild amount of traction it got online. Like, it was so cool getting a behind-the-scenes glimpse on that. And yeah, Bell himself is a lovely, lovely individual. It was a delight to speak with him for a little bit. Sungwon Cho is so good as Mordecai. Yes, he absolutely was. Absolutely killed it. Interesting thing about Sungwon, he actually did the voice of Gregory Edgeworth for the dub, for the unofficial fan dub of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. He was Gregory's VA, and honestly, I think he did a wonderful job. I mean, all he said was objection, but there was just so much there. I thought it sounded really good. When we do start Prosecutor's Gambit, I'm not going to, do a whole lot of comparisons to the fan dub. I will, however, comment on the name changes, because all the names got changed. And I have some thoughts about the changes to some of the official names versus the fan dub names. I have some thoughts on those, but we'll get to them as they go. Sungwon was Daddy Edgeworth. He sure was. Anyway, before I start swooning over Daddy Edgeworth, there'll be plenty of time for that later in Prosecutor's Gambit, I promise you. Anyway, I I did, speaking of animation, I did get caught up in the newest episode of Dandadan on Friday after I was finished with catching up with everything from my ill-advised camping trip with this hyper-anxious dog. So yeah, still loving it, but oh my god, I really, really do not like the new girl. I do not like Ira. I dislike her. And the problem is, it's because she has the exact same reaction that I would have in her situation. And that really annoys me. So, minor spoilers for episode 6 here. Ira ends up finding one of Okarun's missing spheres, we'll call them. And the minute that she picks it up, she starts seeing ghosts and spirits and everything. So, when a shiny object falls out of the sky, you pick it up and all of a sudden you see things that nobody else can. Your immediate reaction is, oh my god, I'm the chosen one! I am going to save the world from evil! Which is honestly the exact same reaction I would have had in her situation. So the fact that she reacted the same as I would have is really upsetting to me. Even though she is like the polar opposite of me. She is petty, she's arrogant, she is a schemer. I am none of those things. At least I like to think I'm none of those things. So the fact that this woman who is the antithesis of things that I hate, excuse me, what am I trying to say? This woman who is everything that I hate, having the exact same reaction as I would have in a similar situation is very upsetting to me. It is very upsetting, but I will give it a chance. I am curious to see where this goes, but so far, first impressions, I am not a fan of Ira. I believe I have found the character that I'm gonna dislike in this series. But we haven't seen the other guy. We haven't seen Redhead Boy, who is also in the intro. So I'm gonna reserve my judgments for when he arrives. But I can tell you, without having read the manga, I think I already know what his deal is. And if I'm right on this, don't tell me directly if I'm right on this. But you remember when Momo was talking about how the boys would make fun of her for doing the L on her forehead, for trying to like channel spirits and stuff when she was a kid? In that flashback, we saw a redheaded boy doing the same thing. I think that redheaded boy is actually Momo's crush, all grown up. But I don't think he was doing that to make fun of her. I think he was doing that because he was into her too, and he was trying to be like, hey, look, I'm doing the thing too. I'm doing the L. Can we be friends? I think it's that sort of situation, and Momo just horribly misunderstood it because, as we've established, Momo only has the one brain cell, and now she has to share it with Okarun. So I think it's that sort of situation. I really hope I'm right, because that would be really fun. That would be really fun. But I could be totally wrong. He could be a jerk. Who knows? We'll find out when Redheaded Boy eventually makes his way into the anime. This is one of the rare instances in which I'm actually not looking ahead in the manga because I'm really digging the anime and I want to follow along at the anime's pace. So yeah, it's really rare for me to do that. Usually if there's an anime that I'm really into, I'll go and hunt down the manga and read ahead so that I know what to expect. But this one, I want to be surprised. This one, I want to follow along at the anime's pace. So anyway, that's just my little theorizing on Dandadan. Really into it, really enjoying it. Hope you guys are too if you are watching it. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing about a lot of the characters here is that many of them only have a singular brain cell. I think the ones who actually have brains just choose not to use them. Like, the grandma definitely knows more than she's letting on. And Turbo Granny... just the fact that Turbo Granny is just this stupid plushy cat running around is really, really funny to me. I love it. I love it. It's like... I've seen this trope before, where a super powerful creature gets trapped in, like, a completely innocuous object. It's kind of like those plushy dolls in Bleach, you know? You know what I'm talking about? those are a little bit different, but I'm starting to chronicle all of the in real life urban legends that have been showing up in Dandadan. Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I don't know what the spindly, silky acrobat, that was her name, the new monster. I don't know what her deal is, but I'm interested. It's a really cool design too. Jeez. Anyway, all that to say, I'm enjoying Dandadan. Look forward to my review of next week's episode. Acrobat Silky, not Silky Acrobat. Well, you know, close to... I had all the correct words, they just weren't in the right order. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. Anywho, sorry. I'm a little all over the place. I've been laughing my ass off, watching Uncle Roger's videos earlier. I just discovered Uncle Roger on YouTube, and oh my god, dude, it's hilarious. Because I am that person who, like, shouts at cooking shows that they're doing it wrong while I'm scarfing down a bag of Fritos. And to see Uncle Roger doing the same thing, but actually knowing what the hell he's talking about is delightful. It's a delightful thing to see. But anyway, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Aside from trying to teach my husband how to edit videos for a competition he's in. that was a whole little adventure in and of itself, but I think the end product turned out okay. For those of y'all who are unaware, my husband paints minis, and he's doing a competition right now, and one of the parts of the competition is he has to do a video showing his technique. And me, having made a plethora of YouTube videos by this point, was more than happy to help him. And it was a bit of a process, to be fair, but overall I think we're happy with what we came up with. So it's kind of fun though. It's kind of fun teaching somebody else something that you it's fun teaching others. Let me put it that way. It's fun teaching others. In return, he taught me how to set up for a D&D session better, so that when I do finally get my D&D session going underway here, hopefully I'll be a better DM than I was last time. So, you know, fingers crossed. Anyway, that's enough stalling for time, I guess. Alright, let's get to it, guys. Let's try and see how far we can get in this finale case. Oh crap, I forgot to get my controller again! No! No, come on. Come on. Dang it. I'm gonna have to restart it. Ah! Why is this controller so finicky? New items unlocked in the gallery. Great, cool. Let me restart. Damn it. Why do I always forget to do this? Alright. Good, and do that again. And now it should work. This controller's great, but it's finicky as all get out. Blech. I could never record videos. I'm way too shy. You know, YouTubing is not for everyone. And there are definitely some people out there who are, like, way camera shy. It worries me the amount of young people that, oh god, did I just say young people? Oh lord. It annoys me the amount of kids who say, I'm gonna become a YouTuber when I grow up. No, you're not. You know how hard it is? In fact, there's a couple of VTubers that I've spoken with. They have been asked to speak to kids for like career day or whatever. But they've been instructed to tell the kids how tough being a VTuber is and to steer them away from being a VTuber, which I think is a great idea. That is not, even though this is what I'm doing for a living, like, there are so many other things you can aspire to. I'm not trashing anybody who does this. I'm just saying, like, kids, if you want to be a VTuber, don't. If you can see yourself being reasonably happy doing anything else, go do that first, please. That is the one piece of voice acting advice that I have internalized. When I was watching Adventures in Voice Acting, the one piece of advice that I took away from that video was, if you're happy doing anything other than voice acting, go do that first. But in my case, I can't see myself doing anything other than voice acting, so I guess that means I'm in the right field? I'm not sure. But that's the one piece of advice that I took away from that. Anyway, all that blabbing aside, I guess what I'm trying to say is not everybody can do this. It does take a certain skill set, and not everybody has that skill set. Not everybody has the charisma to pull it off, has the patience to pull it off, to wait, and not everyone has the skills that are required to make it as a success in this industry. So I hard disagree. Imagine telling little Timmy or Bessie you shouldn't be an astronaut, police officer, doctor. If it's something you want to do, you gotta go for it. Yeah, I understand that my wording might have been a touch harsh. My wording might have been a touch harsh there. I think what I'm trying to get across is not everyone has the skill set for this job, and the sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be. And, I mean, not everyone has the skill set to be an engineer or an astronaut or for that matter, you know? You gotta... Yes, you can try to be anything you want to be, but understand your limits, too. Why was there a VTuber for Career Day in the first place? You know, I didn't ask her. I think it's because that she was a friend of one of the staff members. I'm talking about school officials telling YouTubers to overplay the difficulty. I mean, I can kind of see it, but I think I see where you're coming from. It's best to say not everyone can be a good fit for a single job. That's a much more eloquent way of putting it. That's a much better way of putting it. Not everyone can do everything. That's just the way it is. Yeah, all careers have their own struggles, and some people are better equipped for those struggles than others. So, yeah, all that to say, know your limits. Being a VTuber is not for everyone. So that's all I was trying to get across. I apologize if my tone came off a little harsh there. Be honest, but don't discourage them from their dreams. Yeah, there we go. That's a much better way of putting it. I know for a fact I would suck at being an engineer or a police officer. Even being a private detective is out of my wheelhouse. Oh yeah, no. You don't want to get me anywhere near engineering. You do not want to get me anywhere near anything that requires measurements, or being accurate, or dealing with numbers, or being responsible for the lives of other people. You do not want me near any of those particular professions. I think my streams have pretty much proven those particular points several times over. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Turnabout ablaze! Let's go! Alright, let's see what the intro is for this one. Episode 5, Turnabout ablaze. Oh! 2 cards. One of the Black Raven, and one of the White Raven. A country torn in 2. One to the west, and one to the east. When those which were split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. Are we about to have an international incident here? It's the Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu's here! Oh! Oh! You cursed Yatagarasu! Kay, you! What happened to Kay? What happened to Kay? Is she okay? Have we been betrayed? What's going on? Are we dealing with a pyro? I don't know. I don't know. A lot can happen in 8 hours. Holy crap. Also, yay. Edgeworth finally gets to have his tea. Good for him. You deserve it, buddy. I picked graphic designs specifically to avoid heavy math. Hey, that's the reason that's part of the reason I became a voice actress too. I suck at math. See, you and I are on the same wavelength, legit. We're on the same wavelength here. Okay, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong with the Yatagarasu, or maybe it's gone horribly right and we've been duped all along by adorable little K. Let's find out. March 14th, 10:17 a.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202. It's so nice. Almost dreamlike to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind these past few days have been. Oh yeah, all of this happened within the span of like 2 days. Hey, what's up, Zelda NPC? Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, you picked an intense sequence to enter. Things are about to pop off in a big way, I feel. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gatewaterland theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? Because now you're the protagonist, Edgeworth! And in an Ace Attorney game, every bad thing ever always happens to the protagonist! This is what you wanted! You wanted to be the star, this is what you get! It really is Edgeworth's terrible, no good, very bad week. It really is! Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Guess what you're not gonna do? Yeah, there we go! There we go! Right on cue! Mr. Edgeworth! This is big! Big, I tell you! Hey! What's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind. Huh? What are you talking about, fragile dreams? Come on, let's go! The fake Yatagarasu isn't gonna just find herself, you know? Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. What? Say what? Oh, that's right! Right at the very end, we found the Yatagarasu card. If nothing bad is happening, the weird girl will compensate with disaster. Exactly! Exactly how it works here. Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. What is with you today? Are you sure you aren't sweet-talking to me right now? Anyway, I've got something much more important that I want you to see. Oh? And that is? Take a look at this! On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. Good lord! Has he found out about my Steel Samurai fanfiction? You know he absolutely writes Steel Samurai fanfics on the down low. You know this man does it. You know he does. You know it. Well, that's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this.
The date the card mentions is today!
Today, huh?
Come on, we gotta hurry! The embassy awaits!
I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating?
Well, it's some really special country, and, I'm actually kind of fuzzy on the details. But never mind that! Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today?
I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up.
Well, then you should get too wound up, too! Because this just might be our chance to catch that woman!
You mean Miss Yu? The woman who killed Kay's father, Bryn Faraday, 7 years ago. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom.
Ugh, she makes me so mad! That's phony! Everyone knows that the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card. Until a company's underhanded dealings are made public, the target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid him a visit. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome!
The Yatagarasu's card that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine.
See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yatagarasu. If this isn't a clue that that woman's involved, then nothing is.
Oh, she's tightening her gloves. She's ready to throw hands.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Out the door you go.
Wait! There are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why.
What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes?
No. No reason at all. Very well, seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this.
I knew you'd come around.
Okay, so off we go.
Kay hasn't been much of a thief, per se, but Callisto Yu sees herself as a phantom thief kind of person. Except she broke the one cardinal rule of the archetype: no killing. Yeah, I mean, where does she get off? Where does she get off claiming to be a master thief when she's really just a dirty murderer 2 times over? I don't know. There's still a lot we don't know about Callisto. There's probably a lot we still don't know about the first KG8 incident. The circumstances behind CC's death and everything. I feel like there's still a lot that we haven't learned about yet, so maybe this will wrap everything up. It better, unless Callisto somehow comes back for part 2. We'll see. Arsène Lupin never killed his targets, neither do the Persona 5 Phantom Thieves. Yes! Righteous mischief! I like that. I like characters who engage in righteous mischief. Though, honestly, what the Phantom Thieves do is a little bit more than mischief, but it's a good trope. It's a good trope. A true gentleman thief would not kill. That's correct. That is correct. A lady thief, well, lady thieves might, but, you know, that's just how we roll. March 14th, 5 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis. Neutral theater? Uh-oh. Oh, God! Oh, Lord! Here we go! Wait! What did we just suddenly tune into Seal Samurai? Why did we just suddenly tune into the Steel Samurai? Oh my god, that's why he wanted to come! That's why he wanted to come! Because there was gonna be a Steel Samurai! Tell me, please tell me this is the actual reason he wanted to check this out. It's because there's gonna be a Steel Samurai stage play here. This is the real reason he wanted to check it out! That is stupidly fun! What a freaking loser fanboy Edgeworth is! I love him so much! I love him so much! Inner fanboy unleashed. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, stage plays are really common for the for tokusatsu. Is that the correct term? For Power Ranger type shows. Stage plays are very common. Ace Attorney has had a shocking number of stage plays itself, so it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Well, what a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? You knew. You absolutely knew, Edgeworth. Oh, Kay's into it too!
Oh, yeah! The climax was really awesome! Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out!
I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television.
I have to say, though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they've got two countries sharing the same building.
Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral... There! Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries.
A courtroom drama stage play? Say it ain't so. Who plays the parrot?
I don't know if that particular case was adopted. I know that Farewell My Turnabout. Had a stage play, and there was an original stage play specifically for Ace Attorney Investigations. And I think the other ones were all original cases too, if I recall correctly. I don't think there was like a direct adaptation of Turnabout Goodbyes, but I know Farewell My Turnabout did get a stage adaptation. The Japanese stage play for Ace Attorney is weird. Wait, it has the English names? Really? That's super weird! Why would... So, wait. So, they don't use Naruhodo Ryuichi and Mitsurugi Reishi? They use Miles Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright? That's awesome! That's awesome! I definitely gotta go check these out. More than just the highlights and clips that I've seen. I actually need to set aside time to watch them in full.
So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries. The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast, right?
Yes. It would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well.
Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja!
The Jammin' Ninja. Oh, wait, is that... Okay. Was Jamming Ninja Juan Kurita, or was that Matt Onguard? Which one was that? I know Jamming Ninja was one of the two guys. I think Jamming Ninja was Juan Kurita, and Onguard was somebody else. Okay, yeah, it was Juan. So I guess they found somebody else to play the Jammin' Ninja. Let's see. That is cool that that's still around though. Like, you would think, okay, hang on. That actually bothers me a little bit. Because Steel Samurai, according to Turnabout Samurai, it got canned entirely because of the whole murder thing. So why does Jammin' Ninja get to continue when its star was murdered? Well, I guess obviously Steel Samurai is still around, at least in stage play format. Maybe, did that whole thing just get retconned? The fact that Steel Samurai got canceled in Turnabout Samurai, was that just for the purposes of the trial? Or did they just decide, no, we're keeping it, we made a mistake, we're gonna keep Steel Samurai around? I don't know, that's a little confusing to me. That's a little bit confusing, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it too much, but I can understand them not doing anything while the trial is going on, but I thought it was mentioned that the Steel Samurai show ended after Turnabout Samurai. The show was still canceled, but Steel Samurai continued outside the show due to its popularity. There was also Pink Princess, and maybe that was sort of like a continuation of Steel Samurai, because I saw Pink Princess as part of the stage show as well. So, I don't know, maybe Steel Samurai continued in that regard. Or maybe there was, like, a huge fan demand in the 2-3 years between Turnabout Samurai and the start of Investigation. So maybe the studio decided to bring it back due to fan demand. It's like how the Gargoyles comics continued the story after their shows ended in the DC animated universe. Oh yeah, maybe there was like an extended canon outside of the TV shows. It could be a number of things. I'm probably thinking too hard on it, but it could be a number of things. It's Steel Samurai is a Netflix exclusive now. Dude, if Edgeworth had a Netflix, you know that Gumshoe and Kay would be bumming off of that. You know they'd be bumming off of that. Babal? Is that how you say that? Okay. The Republic of Babel. Is it Babel or Babal? How are we gonna say that? Babal is funnier. I'm gonna go with that. The Republic of Babal is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. Now that's something for fangirls like me. We have totally got to see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. Oh God, here comes the fan arguments. Here comes the discourse. You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had this inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. You're just now getting this, Edgeworth?
So, anyway, about today's event. What's it called again?
The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babel. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. And it was called the Principality of Codofia. Oh! So Codofia became two separate nations. So it's a Czech Republic sort of situation. Like how the Czech Republic became, like how Czechoslovakia became the Czech Republic and Slovakia, right? Is it that sort of situation? Or like USSR dissolution? Or whatever. My history recollection is shit. Is that near Netopia? Dude, get your Mega Man nonsense out of here. But that's interesting. So I wonder if the whole thing behind KG8 was I wonder if that was related to them becoming two separate nations, if that had anything to do with it. I'm sure we're gonna find all this out later on. I think it's actually more similar to Korea. Oh, so North and South Korea? It could be that. It could be something like that. Okay, wait. There are way too many games being thrown around in the chat that have nothing to do with what's going on right now. There are way too many There are way too many games being thrown around in the chat right now.
Is everything all right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I'm all right. Moving on. Flashbacks. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Codopia, huh? The KG-8 incident. And what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Codopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split into two. However, Yaltakarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something.
Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again?
If you could please stop spacing out on me! Anyway, we were talking about the Alabaz versus Babao Goodwill Jubilee! The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other, but supposedly they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why we decided to hold this event.
If that's the case, then why the verses?
Also, both companies claim to own the real Prima Duck statue, a national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal.
Okay. Need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires?
Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself. You know that.
She had better be saying that in jest.
Hey, I can read your body language, you know, and you got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you.
I know. And although we don't know if the Yaltakarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Okay. Oh, hey! Well, I see somebody familiar right away! Oh, God. Oh, wait. I forgot. We gave her a Scottish accent, didn't we? Alright. Well, y'all know what this means. Y'all know what this means.
Way to turn this shit out of it! Come on, big scoop! Hey, mister, out the way! I'm talking to you!
I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet my instincts are directing me to not engage in conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her. Edgeworth is just like, warning bells are going off. Nope, nope, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Emergency, emergency. Okay, who's the dude with the fighting glove? Who are you, sir? Why do you look like you're ready to throw down? This is the perfect angle. What the hell? Go, my image! Travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe! A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. Was he also supposed to be a guy? Nah, his character art isn't as good. I don't know who that was supposed to be. There's pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. Why am I getting flashbacks to the funhouse? No! He's not guy, he's man! Who is man? Who is man? Did I miss somebody? Did I miss a really obvious reference here?
Still looks weird to me.
The country split into two a few years back. And they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since.
Huh? I guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh?
I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these.
Okay, embassy guides. Two countries share this building with borders.
What? Hmm? What's all the hubbub?
Ah! Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai!
Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Are we about to have a freak out moment?
And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him!
Oh, no. Go get an autograph. Edgeworth, you know you want to. Go get an autograph, dude. Go get an autograph from him. Go. Oh, this is gonna be either really bad or really good. Powers? It could be Will Powers. It could be. Oh, that'd be great. There's actually a piece of official art with Edgeworth getting Will Powers' autograph. It's really, really cute. I'll have to see if I can find it later. May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel... Whoops, wrong button. It's the Steel Samurai!
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for?
Please, excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. No! No, he's too cute! He's too cute! You know, it's a fictional character! Oh my god. Oh my god. All business on the outside, but on the inside he's just like, ah! Just like me when I met Todd Abercord, except I on the outside as well. Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much. This little freaking dork. He's so good. No, nods. No, nothing.
Hey, it looks like he's written something down for you.
To Edgeworth from Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of near old Tokyo. Oh, he gave him an autograph. Why did he sign it Daddy, though?
Whoa, an autograph! That's pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
He's happy. He's absolutely happy about it. He's very happy about it. Wow, he's got horrible handwriting, though. Steel Samurai autograph received. Aw, good for him. Good for him. Uh-oh, we got an auto-tune. Give me 1 second. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. And now, the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the King of Alabast. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the two countries tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country as well.
There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world.
Thank you very much for the plushie. Thank you. All right, let me turn on the auto-tune real quick. All right, 1 second. Hold on 1 second. We're having issues with voice mod. Give me a second. We're having issues with it looks like. All right, hang on. Let me start it up and start it off again. It's not an SGG stream without scuff. Okay, are we good? All right. Okay, now we're working. There we go.
There we go. Okay, auto-tune. Now we're working again. No more game audio. There's no audio going on in the game right now, so you're okay. You're okay. There's not supposed to be any audio right now. All right, let's solve this mystery in auto-tune for a little bit.
There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world.
He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammin' Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammin' Ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He is set to meet with the ambassador of Babal at that time.
Ah! The Jammin' Ninja stage show's about to start! We gotta get back to our seats!
Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas.
Well, this show will change your mind! Come on, we gotta hurry! If we miss even a second of the Jammin' Ninja's awesome playing... If we miss even a second of the Jammin' Ninja's awesome playing, I will never forgive you!
I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? Come on, she sat through Steel Samurai, and to be fair, she did enjoy it. You gotta return the favor.
I can listen to that A Ninja Marked for Death's Lullaby song all day! His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice! Now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon!
Thoroughly unimpressed.
Oh, those pieces of Jammin' Ninja merchandise over there! I have got to have them! I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows! They're exactly like the one the heroine, Princess Misela, wears in her hair!
Come on, let them be nerds! No, anyway, let them be nerds! Let the nerds nerd out! Badger get, yeah, it's that same kind of energy, isn't it? Anyway.
Anyway! Hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth!
Yes.
You're thinking of going home, aren't you?
Well, it does seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance. Excuse me. Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely, it was simply a prank.
No way! I just know the Yatagarasu will show!
But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards.
Yeah, I did, but...
I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase. Oh, you got to see Steel Samurai. Don't pretend like you're not happy about that.
But that card she said was a genuine fake calling card!
A genuine fake?
Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. You get it now?
Uh-oh. And things have popped off. Hello, NSM! Welcome! Glad to see you. We've got a problem! What? The Yatagarasu has been spotted in Alabast! What?
Hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony!
And off she goes!
Hey, what gives?
I'm sorry, but I'll need to search you before you may enter.
What the? Hey! This new samurai just walked straight on through with that one! Now if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony's gonna escape!
Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country...
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm gonna enter through Bobble and climb over the wall in the Alabast!
Hold it!
You would tell the prosecutor straight out that you... You would tell the prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Kay! Are you listening to me? Nope, she is charging on ahead like the big damn hero she is.
Kay Faraday, and I'm coming through!
Oh yes, and welcome. Someone stop her! Anyone! You go stop her! She's your ward! I don't know, is ward the correct term to use here? Probably not. March 14th, 6:12 p.m., open air stage. That doesn't sound like a great noise. Okay, where are you? Don't tell me you really didn't find some way over this fence. What? Uh-oh. What? Uh-oh. 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 Fire! This is too big for us to handle! It looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babao too! Oh, so that's what it was! That's what it was! You cursed Yatagarasu! Kay! You had better be alright! Wherever you are! Oh no! Kay! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on here? What's going on here? March 14th, 6:45 p.m. Babali's Embassy, Secretariat's office.
I told you it wasn't me!
Sheena's here. And that means somebody else is here too.
Hold it!
Jay, are you all right?
Do I look alright to you? And can you do something about this woman?
Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe! What is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's this. Oh! Oh no! I see what's in his pocket! I see what's in his pocket! Oh no! He's...
It wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here! Hot on the heels of that fake Yatagarasu! Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage!
A suspicious person?
A long black coat and a hood over their head! I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious! When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they must be the fake Yatagarasu! So I chased after him into the embassy, then into here, and then I lost sight of him. But I just know that person is the one who did it!
What are you so worked up for? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? No response. And if you are making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? Hit him with the ellipses. You refuse to answer? Oh, we finally see her eyes! Quick, do those eyes look familiar? I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal! Just what the heck does what you just said mean? That's a really awkward sentence.
If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end. And seeing as how this building's sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we'd like.
Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter.
Huh?
This office is considered to be a part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights.
Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there?
Oh, Gumshoe, I love you! I love you!
Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place. Which means we can do little here in this situation.
Oh, no way, sir!
Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, you're not... Mr. Edgeworth!
Hold it. In that case, allow me to join your Is it?
Hey! Ow! It's Miss Von Karma!
Who's the simp next to her? But anyway,
It's Von Karma! Let's go!
boy, I never thought I'd be happy to see Von Karma.
Ambassador Paleno, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation.
I super don't like this dude. The way that his hands are moving, I really don't like it. Von Karma's got a weird guy of her own. Yeah, but I don't like this weird guy. This weird guy is too weird. He's too weird. Oh, we're about to hit an ad break. Alright, let me, We've seen that before, haven't we? The fingers?
Have we?
I don't know, there's a lot of creepy weirdos in Ace Attorney. I don't remember any of them particularly being, with the fingers. I don't know. And since I don't know, I'm just gonna make up a voice for this dude. I'm not trying to be like anybody, just do a voice for him.
Oh, it's really nothing. Nanny was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly.
Remember, he's foreign. Oh, that's right. But I'm bad at accents. Except Francisca's, because whatever. I have a little experience with German accents.
Francisca. Well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct.
Already? What is it?
Ambassador Paleno. Paleno? Paleno? Am I saying that correctly? I'm not sure.
And you are?
I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant.
Assistant? Miles? What the heck do you think you're...
Please, I implore you, Ambassador Paleno.
Very well. I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What did you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant?
I don't exactly have a choice, do I, detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation.
There you go again. running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francisca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet. But at least I do know one thing. That you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my wit is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. If you're done playing games. Right. Let's begin the investigation. Alright, I'm gonna turn off auto-tune now. I think that's been more than 15 minutes. Thank you very much, Sleepy.
Thank you very much. All right. Let us begin our investigation. Do you really have to keep Kate like in a bar hold though? You really gotta do that to her. You can let her go, okay, Sheena? You're being way too harsh with my girl here. All right, lay off. I feel like Sheena may be a person of interest in this one. Why else would they show off her eyes? Yes, I agree with you. I feel like she's gonna play a big part in this case too. More importantly, though, where's my boy? Where's Lang at? Where's my wolf boy at? I'm sure he'll show up later. Hey, Gabe, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I already said that, didn't I? Well, welcome regardless. By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Babylese embassy today. And why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the guard they got from the Yatagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years. It was more or less a mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Look forward to your next salary negotiation. Although it's out of my hands. But sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to buy even instant noodles anymore. Leave the poor man alone! Let the man have something other than instant noodles, please! Let him have some fried chicken or something, my god! Alright, well, first things first, let's check the body. So our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it. Oh, it was Manny! Who said it was Manny in the chat earlier? Whoever it was, you were right. It totally was. I didn't even make the connection. Manny Kochin. I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back. Wait, if he was stabbed in the back of his neck, okay, never mind. I said it looked like Powers before. Oh, okay. We were fortunate as the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle. Cue flashbacks to Danganronpa, that damn Case 5. So Mr. Kochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside of this room? Alright, notes on Kochin's body. Cause of death, single stab to the back of the neck. To the base of the neck, excuse me, I read that wrong. Back of neck would be a very different injury. The body was not badly burnt by the fire. Alright. Well, first off, I recognize his freaking key here. There appears to be something in his pocket. That key. It can't be. this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? What? But that's... Huh? 7 years ago? You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes. It's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callisto U. What? Mr. Faraday was killed with his key, sir? I thought he was killed with a knife! Scruffy! At the very least, try to remember the details of the crime you were At the very least, try to remember the details of crimes you were suspect in! Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even amongst law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. Ugh, I feel like the victim right now, all trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. Some of you may not know, Venom's voice actor Tony Todd has passed away. Yes, I heard about that. Ugh. Damn. He did a fantastic job. It's... every time, man. Every time I hear about another VA passing away, it just breaks my heart a little bit more inside. R.I.P. Tony Todd. Your work as Venom and... your work as Venom will not be forgotten, sir. The secret to this key is... it was the handle, yeah? Oh no, it was the button. It was the button on the back. That's right, that's right. I remember now. Whoa! That's amazing, sir! That's like some kind of a magic trick! Yatagarasu key. There we go. Oh, we didn't notice that before. Was that emblem always on the key? I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes. It looks like two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. The vines, sir? I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. It's one of them six-sided stars, just like the police mark on our IDs. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. Okay, but why was stars highlighted and vines wasn't? Or was vines highlighted and I just missed it? Hello, Boots! Welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in! Every time a VA passes away, it sounds like a piece of your soul dies along with them. Well, kind of. It's always a sad occurrence, and unfortunately, it's been happening a whole hell of a lot this year. So, yeah. Okay, so we're calling it then. We're calling it that you was the murderer. She's definitely heavily involved here. I 100% agree with you. Wait, do you guys remember what color were Yu's eyes? What color were her eyes? Just out of curiosity. Well, I mean, that's probably not going to be much of a determiner because colored contact lenses exist, but I have an idea. It's a wild one, and I have no basis for it whatsoever. But what if Shina is actually you in disguise? I have no idea. I have no basis for that. But we'll see. That's just a wild theory that just popped in my head. I mentioned it. Oh, did you mention it earlier, Stumpy, and I missed it? You think Shina is actually you? It's a possibility, and I have no reason for thinking that. There's no evidence to suggest that, but just call it a hunch. Call it an SGG hunch. Shinha's eyes are red, which can either be fake or real considering anime style. Yeah, it is anime, but I mean, colored contact lenses exist. Anyway, just put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in that for now. We may come back to that theory later once we get some more evidence. Also, yeah, I mentioned it before. I love this knife key so much. I love this knife key a ridiculous amount. I am absolutely going to incorporate it into my next D&D campaign because this is a great freaking trick item. It's so good. Also, the pattern reminds me of Damascus steel. Yeah. I was gonna say, wasn't there like a sort of steel that had a pattern engraved into it? It was totally Damascus. You're right. Either way, great item. 10 out of 10 on the item design. If Shinha laughs like a hyena, we'll know it was her. Yeah, there we go. That's the dead giveaway, huh? It makes sense. A thief needs to be a master of disguise, and being on Lang's team would give her inside info. Yeah. It makes sense, right? But anyway, we'll put a pin in it, and we'll come back to that when we have maybe some more info. The real question is, why was the Babalese Embassy Secretariat holding this? There are so many weirdly worded sentences in this game. It's not just me, right? While we don't know how Mr. Kochin came to possess this key, we do know that it was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Kadofian embassy. That's right. Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Kadofia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Paleno about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Kadofian ambassador once, long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. Oh, she's being oddly helpful to us. Okay, well, the freaking bloody knife is definitely a clue. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? This thing practically screams Artsy at me, too! Although, it's also covered in blood. Just like the last thing I said was Artsy. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Isn't the butterfly motif the alabast symbol? Okay, wait. Is Babel the flower or the butterfly? That's a very important question that I feel is going to be important. That hairstyle does look very yeah, you see? It's got some legs! It's got some legs, this theory of mine! That has absolutely no basis whatsoever. That's a shame. I'm into the bob cut look. Are you? I had a bad experience with a bob cut in grade school, so I'm not as into it, but I can see the appeal somewhat. The hair means nothing if Shinha is secretly Lady Gaga. What? Where did that come from? Okay. We all know she dresses ridiculous, but okay, yeah, but honestly, I kind of like her look. I kind of have a weakness for the Qipao sort of Chinese dress. I like it. It's a great look. All right, let's see. Is there anything else? Okay, so we've checked out the dead body. We checked out the key. Oh, we haven't actually checked out the guy. We didn't actually check out the guy. This man. Where do I know him from? Okay, so there's that. It's a knife wound. It's obvious what he was killed with. But I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed. Okay. Anything else? Knife. Hand. Anything on the desk? No? Looks like that's everything. Alright. Okay, yeah, you see? I like this. I like the look. I like the look. You can let go of Kay now, though. You can let go of her. She's not gonna go nowhere, dude. Ma'am. Dude, ma'am. Because this is a national threat. Oh, God. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna make him sound like Mario. I'm just gonna make him sound like Super Mario because I don't have any other frame of reference for these nations. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat.
Hold it!
But there is a possibility that it's related to the murder. Wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, how about we give up for now? We can force them to let us investigate it later, once we find some solid proof. I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Primitive statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me? Or does this man look like the Steel Samurai? It could be twins. Both countries claim to own the real one. National treasure, only the ambassador and the Secretariat can touch. That's gonna be important later. It's a me, Palermo! It even sounds vaguely Italian, right? Okay, we're gonna go with that. We'll go with that, that's fine. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! There's something on this display rack, sir! Knives, huh? Although, the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. I guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire. What the hell were those handles made out of? Balsa wood? I mean, aren't most knife handles like polished and lacquered and stuff like that to keep this exact thing from happening? Those are some weak-ass knife handles. Oh, so even the knives fell a victim to the fire. Mamma mia! I've been watching Danny play Mario and Luigi Brothership, so I have those stupid those stupid Italian fake Italian accents in my head now. I say stupid affectionately, by the way. I say it affectionately. I love the fake Italian babble that Mario and Luigi do in those games. It's so stupid and silly and fun, and I love it so much. Ambassador Palermo, are these knives yours?
Why, yes, they are. They're a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These are butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives.
Okay, that answers my question. That answers my questions. One second. I need to write down a real quick note here to myself. Because I know I'm going to get them mixed up. But Babal is butterflies and Alabast is flower. What you should be asking, SGG, if these knife handles burnt up, why didn't our murder weapon? Ooh, good point! Good point, Stumpy! That is an excellent question. Well, probably because the knife handle is made... I'll have to take a second look at that knife and see what the handle's made out of. Because if it's made out of... I saw that it had metal work around it, but that doesn't mean the entire handle was made out of metal. How does Kevin Afghani sound as Mario and Luigi in Brothership? I haven't heard his performances yet. From what I've heard, he sounds great. It's such a super cute game. So far, Kevin's done a great job as both Mario and Luigi. It's super adorable, and it sure as hell deserves more than a 5 out of 10. IGN, I'm sorry, you are super wrong with that. You are super wrong with that particular review. Brothership deserves way more than a 5 out of 10. I don't know what y'all are smoking, but I don't want none of it. Y'all are wildin' with that particular rating. Come on now. I keep forgetting Mario has a new VA. Yeah, if you can't tell... The way I see it is, if you can't tell the difference, then that means Kevin's doing his job correctly. If you can't tell the difference between him and Charles Martinet, that means he's doing his job right. So, kudos to him. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe that the Bobblese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Paleno, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives, where you can freely exchange the handles on them. Okay. That's important. So that you can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Okay, so definitely gonna double check that knife. Definitely gonna check that. Let's see. Can I go back and look at that knife? There's a lot of skilled detailing on the handle. I believe this is a butterfly. This is one amazing ornamental knife. And I'm really glad this beautiful butterfly wasn't ruined by all the blood. There's not even a drop of blood on it. It really is quite exquisite. So much so that even you can understand its beauty, Detective. Oh, hey! How come you always gotta look down on my taste, sir? I know what I like, and this is really well crafted. Why do I look down on his tastes? Because, my dear detective, I'm afraid your tastes are usually quite questionable. This knife. It would appear that the handle is removable. I guess so people can change it whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, detective. Okay. So I bet on the other side... Okay, if I, keep a close eye out for any knives on the Alabast side of the embassy, because I'm sure we're going to be going there in a moment. From what I've seen and played of recent new Nintendo games, it seems like they're really making an effort to address fan nitpicks. It's been amazing to see. Mario Wonder, Echoes of Wisdom, Brothership, Jamboree. The Switch is going out on a strong note. It is. There have been Nintendo has really been stepping up their game. Pun completely intended. There's been a lot of good stuff coming out of Nintendo recently, and that makes me really happy. Most reviews are more generous to Brothership than IGN was. I think it's safe to say they can't trust their review scores. Yeah, I don't really trust what IGN says. I don't trust review scores in general these days. There's actually an excellent comic about a guy picking up a game and someone else, a personification of the internet, following behind him and screaming at him the whole time. Hey, you're actually gonna play this game? I heard this game sucks. Have you seen all the reviews on it? This game sucks. You really shouldn't waste your time on it. Stop having fun with this game. And the other guy's just like completely ignoring him and having fun with the game on his own. I think that's how it should be. Like, yeah, I can see. I don't put as much stock into game reviews as I once did. I don't put as much stock into them. it's more important to me to see what the actual gamers play. Like, if there's a game that I'm interested in, more often than not now, I'll just go to Twitch and see if somebody's playing it and check it out, check it out that way for myself and see if it's something that I really want to, jump on or not. I feel like I'm being attacked. I criticize all that I love and love. That sounds harsh, dude. That sounds a little harsh. I refuse to compare Kevin to Charles because Charles stepped down. He felt it was getting harder to maintain his voice with age, and I want to see Kevin shine on his own. That is absolutely valid. That is absolutely valid. Yeah, I mean, some voices are much harder to maintain in old age than others. I know, like, I'm not saying that even though I jokingly refer to myself as an old lady, I'm well into my late 30s, and there are voices that I was able to do early on in my career, even like 7-8 years ago, that I could no longer do, just because my voice has changed and has gotten slightly damaged a little bit because of bad habits I had when I was first starting out. So I get not being able to maintain a voice as you get older. That's a completely valid reason to step away. I'm 100% with him on that. All right, let's check this out. Oh, hey! It's another butterfly! I believe this is the symbol of the Republic of Babel. Okay, so that was a piece of logic we got. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy. It definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. This would be like if there was an entire wall painted with a US flag. I kind of get that. It's a garish image. Well, I got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. You may want to, Detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire. You don't gotta be so blunt about it, sir! I'm not feeling particularly patriotic these days. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all we can... Can we talk to this guy? No? Okay. That's some fireplace. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality. Don't you think so? Whew, these are a staple in every Babylese house. And I bet Santa Claus pays him a visit, too. Just how old are you again, Detective? Oh, what? You're too good to believe in Santa Claus? Okay, this seems important. The safe. A small personal safe. This was Mr. Cochin's office, so perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Of course it's locked. We won't be able to open it without the key. I'm usually patriotic, but the election drained that from me. Yeah! Same. I don't want to discuss it. I don't want to talk about it, but I absolutely feel the same. All right, let's talk to Francisca. That seems like a good idea. Miles Edgeworth! What is it? Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. What's with the giddy glint in her eye? Uh-oh. I don't think that will really be necessary, Francisca. Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me. I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then, why is she here at the embassy? Alright, let's talk about the murder. I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess. Ah, that's right. Yatagarasu was due to appear at that embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is we didn't have a fire over there. Also, there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalese embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh?
Yay!
I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there.
Oh. Really? That's it? That's all we're gonna get from you?
So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl, I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu?
McKay would never harm a soul, sir!
Kay?
You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday.
So she's that feisty little girl.
Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life.
I see.
Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps tricking us all! How so? The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret! But all we've had is an arson and a murder! These lab boys are going all around in cycles! You know what this is, sir? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet!
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight.
I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagarasu.
Francisca seems to be relishing being Edgeworth's boss. Oh, yeah, you know she loves this. You know she loves this. She's been in competition with this dude ever since Von Karma, quote-unquote, adopted him. Oh, dude, I want to see Francisca go at Shinha with that whip. I want to see that very much. All right, let's talk to you, Super Paliano brother. I cannot believe that the man fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for the night is.
Ambassador Paliano, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That, and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's sake as well. Whoa, hey, hang on. Why he kinda... Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Why he kinda... Okay, anyway.
Good. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like for you to have these.
I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to... I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe.
Oh, no! These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babel. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit the lovely Babel.
Now I remember. The Republic of Babel is known for its feverish tourism industry.
Alright, let's talk about Manny.
I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased, Manny Cochin.
Okay, but no, why he kinda hot though? Why he a little bit hot though? Come on, Ace Attorney, stop doing this to me! Stop doing this to me! He was my secretary, and the embassy secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything, accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures.
I'm sorry, but did you say printing?
Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy.
What? You have a printing press here at the embassy? I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however.
I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before.
Oh, yes. Since you're of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG8 incident.
The KG8 incident?
The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny.
So your Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case?
It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee this embassy's renovations. It really is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him.
I feel like we just stumbled on something really important just now. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations?
We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy thinking we're a foreign nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make a do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best now is no longer with us.
Miss CCU was the victim. Yes, she was the victim in the original KG8 incident. We've been over this. Yeah, that was discussed at length during case number 4. Oh, you missed that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was brought up multiple times during case 4. Ambassador Paleno, I was wondering if I might ask you about Codopia.
Codopia? All right. What would you like to talk about?
First, I'd like to ask you about this key.
What about this key?
I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy. Is that correct?
Well, upon a closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly.
That's not all about this key. It is also capable of changing into a knife.
Oh! How fascinating!
Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key?
Well, in its knife form, there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Codopia.
Hold it!
And how did you come to that conclusion?
It has both of Codopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still in Codopia.
Ambassador Paleno, this key was stolen from the Codopian embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the great thief Yatagarasu.
Oh, really?
You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into the embassy at that time?
I'm sorry I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if Manny was still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then.
Mr. Cochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. Okay. So let's see if we can start piecing together some logic here. Okay, we got the butterfly of Babel. Sealing of secret key use of embassy. Motif on knife handle. Locked safe. I feel like these two go together. Boom! The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babalese species of butterfly.
It does, doesn't it?
Plus, it says right here. This knife is property of the Did y'all actually miss the freaking... Did y'all actually miss the freaking, property of Republic of Laval sticker? Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. Interesting. I remember why the hand thing is familiar to me. It's done by the robot butler in Lies of P. Oh, so it wasn't Ace Attorney at all. Okay. Let's see. Oh! What if this key actually opens the safe? It's worth a shot, right? We know for a fact that Yatagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Cochin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office. Oh, good thinking, sir! Let's go try it out! It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. What do we have here? Oh, hey! There's nothing inside! Do you think the Yatagarasu made off? You think the Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir? No, detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. Ah, there's like a secret compartment here, because you can, like, see the corners of the paper, right? What is this here? It looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Oh, hey, you're right! It won't budge an inch! Not even when I dug on it! But I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before. Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. Oh, what do you mean? What I mean is that the secret to this safe... It's got a secret compartment! Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, this safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct, and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there's no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest on this safe. Oh, yes. And I believe that spot is the keyhole to our second mystery lock. The safe and its locks. All right then, since you're so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer.
Knife mode activates. Oh, I see! I think you're right! Knife mode activates! Stumpy, I think you got it!
Eureka!
Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisco? The shape? Well, it does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Hold it!
Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure the safe had two compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to this hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole? To look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? You can't be serious! Are you saying that this hole in the keyhole is for the hidden... that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of this safe? Man, these freaking sentences are, like, hard. Maybe I'm just having trouble talking today. That is precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove it to you right now. That the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it. The Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of this safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe, but the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. Yeah, but it's the perfect fit for the blade! Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Kochin's safe in the Kodofian embassy. We confirm that as fact by opening the door to a safe with it. Now, let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? What are you talking? Ah! It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is exactly the same shape as the keyhole. The real function of the knife portion is to act as a key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looked like a knife and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago, we fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever is hidden inside that secret section must be of incredible importance. Then it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open that safe! Yes, sir! Open it now, sir! Oh! These items. There. It's a bunch of funny-shaped things. You're in the way! Now move, Scruffy! I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world! I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was meant to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required here. Okay. Interesting. This is the document we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's all about. Beats me, sir! Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, Detective? Mr. Kochin's name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. Okay, oh, that's all we get? Okay. These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. Wonder how much they're worth, especially this one. Scruffy, do not touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands! Do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break? Is it just me? Or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Okay. To build this sort of trick in the one safe is really something. Yeah, it's neat how the safe has 2 compartments. But what's really impressive is that at the other end of the key was another key! I totally hadn't noticed! I wonder if Mr. Kochin was just paranoid, or if he had secrets of that great a value. Yeah, speaking of paranoid, I went shopping both ends of my pencil. But then when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid that I was gonna stab myself. Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Yes, sir. Aw, be nice to him! Alright, is there anything else here? Examine the keyhole again. It appears that we found the key that the Yatagarasu, no, Miss Yu, stole 7 years ago. Since it was originally from this embassy, maybe she came back to return it? I don't think she's the type to be so kind as to do such a thing, Detective. Okay. Then what do you think, sir? Callisto Yu. For what reason did she steal the key? Okay, anything else? Got the art, got the paper, got all that. Okay. And that means there's just one more piece of logic to go together. Francisca's return and the secret. To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasi was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babalese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Alright, so let's go back and talk to Francisca. Smuggling. Francisca, when last we spoke, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you're here right now is related to that? Yes. After analyzing the intel we gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. This accounting document. It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Cordofia. Which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabasta and Babel is the head. The one pulling the strings behind this entire smuggling ring. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Oh! We've seen that! We've seen a very, we've seen something like that very recently, haven't we? It's in the basement!
Eureka!
Or not basement, safe. What am I saying? The printing press is in the basement. Yeah. Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there's only 2 here. Correct. Now, take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, it certainly looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you have now found what you're looking for. Yes, and with this, it has become crystal clear that Mr. Kochim himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Babalese ink. Babalese ink? We're not gonna address we're not gonna address the stolen art? We're after the ink first? Is that really? Francisca, honey, you need to get your priorities in order here. You have literal priceless artwork in a safe, and you're going on about ink. Babalese ink is a special product of the Republic of Babel. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
And that reason is? That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. Oh! It was the ink that was being smuggled, not the artwork. Wait, was that it? Was it the ink being smuggled and not the art? I feel like she's mentioned this before. I don't quite remember, though. His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. Right out of the embassy. Ballsy little mofo, isn't he? Ugh, but it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. Do you expect me to look for dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Francisca, you must know that Manny Ochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Of course I know. On top of things ahead of the smuggling ring, there is a matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Okay, so we just got a bunch of information thrown at us. Okay, so Manny was in charge of the smuggling ring. They were smuggling ink, but he also has stolen artwork in his safe. So was Kochin also part of the Yatagarasu? Was the Yatagarasu Kochin and you? Is that why? We did talk about the possibility of the Yatagarasu being 3 people instead of just 2. And we already established that you and Faraday were 2 members. So was Kochin the 3rd? Have we found our 3rd? Because I can't think of another reason why he would literally have stolen freaking artwork in his desk. Or in a safe in his office, rather. Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you? That this girl is the only one it could be. Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu. K. Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Kochin. We still haven't established anything, though!
Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me! I didn't do it! I chased the big Yatagarasu in here! And he was already...
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Hold it!
I would like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. Oh! Damn! Miles going right for the jugular there. And what is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that A. Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Oh, here we go! Here we go! Why arrest K? Yeah, that's what I'd like to know! Even your police confirm that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu? Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu.
Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu!
Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu. Oh! Wait! Did y'all catch that sprite? Did y'all catch that sprite? That was a very familiar looking sprite, wasn't it? If she does it again, I'll call it out. I'll call it out. Very well. Then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Kochin. Look! Look! Looking down her nose? Looking down her nose at us? Who else did that? Who else did that really recently? That looks very much like Callisto's pose, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh man, did I call it? Did I call it just on a hunch? Did I call it just on a hunch? Poirot powers of deduction are awakening. Oh, it's over for all y'all. Bro, I cannot believe I got that in one. I cannot believe that. That is crazy. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. I'm still gonna keep the serious voice until the actual reveal, you know, for dramatic's sake. But yeah, no, she's got to be you in disguise. I recognize that sprite. I have a great eye for sprites, and I totally recognize that sprite. All right, even your police confirmed the Yatagarasu. Okay, we got that. Utilizing the confusion, Yatagarasu second the embassy. This girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she's a killer. No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need. She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. Yeah! How did you know that, ma'am? How did you know what this knife did? Yeah, no, I'm calling it. I'm calling it, ma'am. I know who you really are, but unfortunately, I'm not going to get to that quite yet. I'm jumping ahead of the game here. For now, I'll just say, objection!
Objection!
Agent Shina, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh? Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Oh, she's sweating! She's sweating! By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. Hold it! Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him.
Objection!
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Hold it! Need? Reason? All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. Uh-oh. But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death. But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act! Hold it! Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. Ooh, ma'am! Ma'am! The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. This knife is part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. That is your definitive evidence? You see now that she's definitely the killer, right?
No! Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me! I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear!
And you came in here because you were chasing the suspicious person.
That's right! I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person! But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing! I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then...
Who's there? Oh, this is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream. And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon? I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it.
But the suspicious person in the black coat, you came in the room before me!
Hold it! You continue to insist there was such a person. But if there was, where did they go?
I don't know. But I know they came in here!
Hold it! That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't!
Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Hold it! Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument, if you can. Don't worry, I can, and I will. Ooh, it's getting serious now, y'all! The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade on the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. She was nowhere near the knife, you're right. Yeah, she was nowhere near the knife, so how could she have done it? Unless the knife was like knocked over. But no, I'm with you, Stumpy. She was nowhere near the knife, so I'm not buying it. Objection!
Objection!
So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at?
There are such things as detachable handles.
I would like for you to take a look at this. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon.
It wasn't...
It wasn't the real murder weapon. This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go?
Okay, so let's take the handle off.
Pop. As you can see, this Babyliss knife has now been disassembled into two parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with this butterfly-themed knife. Oh, did you see that? This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Hold it!
Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
The truth is right there in front of you. And this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. Okay, where are you? Where are you seeing that, Edgeworth? Where exactly are you seeing that? The Interpol characters are not very competent in this game. Although if Sheena is actually you in disguise, she's being difficult on purpose because she's trying to frame Kay. Okay, I'm actually not sure. Not sure what the... What exactly are we looking for here? The flower insignia? Oh, I'm an idiot! No, you're super right! It is the flower. I thought there was something goofy with the blade. It was the handle. I'm a moron. What is this mark on here? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means. No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. You're being intentionally obtuse now. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. It's the embassy guide. Because this explains that the flower and the butterfly are the national symbols, right?
Take that!
You can't be serious. It appears you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right. The Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of the Alabast ornamental knives. This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Shina? After the fire had broken out. That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible impossible for her to be the true killer! Woo-hoo-hoo! Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! What a great victory! I don't think it's over yet. Huh? Hey, why is everybody so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. What worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? An alabaster knife? Here? Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's the way a real great thief operates.
Okay.
Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth. For proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
Not really, but...
Come on, you gotta be shy about it.
Hold it! Your argument is still not airtight. Would you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu.
That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu! I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay?
Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Objection!
Preposterous! On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu. That in itself is the most elegant proof.
Miss Sheena,
Yes?
I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said.
Hmm?
I am the great thief Yatagarasu. And I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can.
It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that.
Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you, too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you. So I'll steal them from you next time, okay?
What? Get her, Kay! Get her, honey!
Well, I guess we better get going.
Going? To where?
To the Kingdom of Alabast. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right?
I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth! As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. All right, off to Alabast we go. Okay, no, I love that. The fact that it's like she did the petty girl thing of being like,
Those totally don't suit you.
but then putting her own spin on it, being like,
So I'll just take it off your hands.
I love Kay. I love Kay so much. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I love this girl so much. Y'all don't even know. Well, I'm sure you probably know. I've been shouting about it. All right, let's go a little bit longer. Let's go, we'll go to the next, we'll go to the next to be continued. And we'll call it there. So, let's keep moving. March 14th, 7:44 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis Lobby. Oh, here we go. Here's my boy. All right, hang on a minute. Let me compose myself. Count off! One! Oh god, they're just all gonna do ones. Shifu, 99 callouts, so all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir! Hey, you. Yeah, you. Second one from my right. Sir! Yes, sir? Here, a birthday present for you. What? Shifu! I didn't know that you knew all of our members' birthdays! What a kind heart you have! Shifu, you're more of a man than we'll ever be, sir! I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Huh? Lang Ji says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. Wait, where's my face? Okay, there we go. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir! Shifu! I can't believe you remembered that much about each of us! Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying! Oh my god. I have no idea what this dude's deal is, but I love it. I love it. What a thoughtful leader he is. What a thoughtful guy he is. I should probably leave them to their alone time. All right, meeting's over. Everyone, head for your posts. Dismissed! Sir! And there he is! There he is! Okay, come on. Come on, face. Work with me here. There we go. I've got too many really too subtle changes in my face here. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena, and she's already filled me in. Sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. And what if I say no?
Objection!
Get him, Francisca! Get him, ma'am! Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world. Or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen, and we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. How dare you make such assumptions! Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Von Karma. Ugh. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabaster are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? Oh, no one told you? We had an incident in Alabaster as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor.
Hey, look, Wolfie, just let us in already!
Hold it? Who shouted hold it? Oh, who's the Oldman? Who is Oldman? No, not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Oh, so this is the Alabastian ambassador. All right. Old man! Yay, I get to do an old man voice. Fantastic. All right, hang on. Let me get some water.
Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of a situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well.
Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador.
Whoa, what?
You weakling curses! Curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country!
What are you...
The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have always been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang.
There, you see?
Oh, no way!
Uh-oh. Are we about to have a throwdown here? Are we about to have a throwdown here? What's about to happen here? Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting them into Alabasta.
What's that?
My very own secretary has been murdered in the Balbalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings, completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in an investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babel someday. All right, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway.
All right! You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in!
Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babel murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babel. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir! Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. What? What? Why are they rasping? What's going on?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
So, I wanted to ask for a while now, but... that lady over there, is she who I think she is?
Ah, that's right. I haven't introduced the two of you yet. Franziska von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, I knew it! You're the whip lady!
I love that that's become her defining trait. Whoops, wrong button. You may address me as Miss Von Karma.
Well, Miss Von Karma, I'll leave the investigation of Alabasta in your hands.
Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yotogarasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Francisco a bit more about them before I head into Alabasta. And I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paleno for all that he's done for me.
Okay, so let's go ahead and first we'll talk to Francisca.
You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled items I was following. You mean the Babalese ink? But why are there restrictions on the import of Babalese ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol info—
Hold it!
Francisca, as your subordinate, I am a part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zhengfa. Counterfeit bills? Yes. As you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babal's special Babalese ink. And it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Babalese ink from the real ones. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babel. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Korchen was smuggling large amounts of Babalese ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink. Yes. And while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babalese embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them.
Okay, so that's the whole reason. The ink is being used to make counterfeit bills. You think Von Karma was touched to have been remembered? She seemed happy to see Kay again. She did seem happy to see her again. I don't think that's quite how she wanted to be remembered, though. All right, let's talk to this dude.
Ambassador Paleno, I'm in your debt.
No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid.
I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador. On my honor.
Oh, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I am giving them to you wholeheartedly.
No, that's quite all right.
Oh, well. How about this, then?
Oh! You just have that on you?
And what exactly is it?
It's fountain pen ink, known as Babalese ink. It's made exclusively in Babal.
So this is Babalese ink.
We make it from wheat crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen into this, and you can write for hours in your organizer.
How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I will gladly accept your gracious gift.
Oh, great! Wonderful! Woohoo! I guarantee you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our pen nation.
Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Well, shall we get going?
What? Oh, so that was Kay.
Hold it!
What's wrong, Kay?
I didn't get permission to enter Alabast. So, we're gonna go gather whatever info we can over on the Babbley side, okay?
All right. I'm counting on you two.
Right. And I'm counting on you and Miss Von Carver to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away no matter where you are.
I'll let you know when the time comes.
No need to start an international incident over this girl. Oh, God! Wait! Is that Masty Mask? Is that Masty Mask down there? What is about to happen? What the hell is about to happen here? March 14th, 8:17 p.m., Alabastian Embassy Ambassador's Office. Oh, God! Dude just got cold clocked by the samurai! Wait a minute! I'm not ready for this! What is happening? What do you think you're... Whoa! What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? Oh, it comes off. It comes off. Uh-oh. Who is it actually? I feel like I've heard this music before. Who is this? Who... You're... Oh, no! Oh, no! He's back! Oh, my God! Bro! I swear, I just heard the sound of all of Edgeworth's dreams breaking. God, it's freaking Larry. Oh no. Why are you? All right. I need to calm down for a second. I'm shouting so much I'm giving myself a headache. All right. The Rizless loser is back. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Here we go, I guess. Edgy! Oh, thank the heavens you're here, man! I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship! The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh! And thought I'm the steel samurai, my sword! I'm so confused, I don't know what anything means anymore! Who is this fruitcake? I am Larry of the House of Butt, married man of Neo Tokyo, m'lady. Ugh, now I remember. This person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey! What's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind and you act like it's no big deal! What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect kind! I accidentally became a suspect in a murder! I see. That is quite the bind. Not that we're the least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face.
Larry is the type of guy who would wear a fedora. Ugh! Blech. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't need more reasons to hate this guy. I hate him enough as it is.
His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school. And for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T.
Hey! What kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy! If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one! That was... Oh my god. That was unexpectedly harsh from Larry. Damn. Just gonna call me out on being a friendless loser?
That was uncalled for. Besides, your... Wait. Hold on. Larry? It was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph?
Huh? Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece. Oh no.
What's going on? And why are you betrayed? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now?
Oh no. No. His childhood ruined. Childhood ruined. Again, it wasn't the fact that he lost his father in an elevator. It was the fact that he saw his childhood hero it's the fact that Larry Butts was actually dressed as a childhood hero. That's what ruined him. That's what ruined him. Oh no, Edgeworth. Oh no, Edgeworth.
Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now?
Oh no! And Lang saw the whole thing! This couldn't possibly get any worse for him. Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play?
So, this is the incident you mentioned earlier.
Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours,
Is our prime suspect.
of what, you ask?
Of the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy. Mask to Mask the Second.
Oh, shit! Let's go! Mask the second? Oh, God.
Mask the Second?
Yep, that's totally a dead body.
Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Shifu, we've identified the victim!
Good work. I'll take that report now.
Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well?
What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't get in my way!
There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that wolf is me. So no, you may not take a peek.
But Agent Lang!
Oh, wait! You're here too? Bruh! Oh my god, we're just bringing everybody in! We're just bringing them all in! What is going on? Now Detective Bad is here too!
Agent Lang.
Will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look?
Oh, yes, of course. You, let the detective see the file.
You're Detective Bad. You're the prosecutor, Miles, Mr. Edgewood, right?
Fancy meeting you here, detective.
You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found.
What incredible dedication to the case.
Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. And his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him.
I'm in your debt, Detective Bad.
Yeah! Let's go! Suck it, Lang!
Nobody take that out of context, please. Initial investigation. About the murder of Damask II. Would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details?
When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off of guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at the crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask II, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another.
And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in the room. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective?
That samurai?
He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reason you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless.
Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty.
A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat?
The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time.
And where was he?
He was on the roof, with one of his legs down a chimney.
Larry, what are you doing?
That chimney leads directly into this room.
Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time to start my investigation.
All right.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
Okay, I am not sure if I... Lang, arrest Larry. Nobody would blame you.
Oh, man. There's a lot that just happened here. There's a lot that just happened here. Miles freaking fanboying over Steel Samurai only to have all of his hopes completely dashed. Oh man, at very least Larry can be arrested for obstruction of justice. I very much want to hear what's going on, but unfortunately I can kind of feel a headache coming on. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave the stream here for now. I know I was gonna try and get to the next to be continued, but I can't VA when I got one of these headaches coming on. So I'm gonna cut it here and rest up. Next stream is gonna be tomorrow night at 7, where we will be continuing with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Also, next week, we're going back to Silent Hill 3. You guys voted, and that is the game from the spooky streams y'all wanted me to continue, so we're going to be playing more Silent Hill 3, along with the return of Elden Ring and our Professionals on a Budget, plus more Sonic Generations, and more Gay Lawyer Sunday on Sunday. Gonna be a big old week of streaming for us, so I will be posting the full schedule tomorrow. Be sure and check it out on all my socials. So that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had fun tonight. This is SGG signing off. Stay super, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. So long!